All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Believe Empire New Training Call. I am Kelsey Paczynski. I'm the founder of the team, and I wanted to start off by welcoming you and saying I am super excited to get started with you. And I do these calls once a month, and it's kind of just a chance to have an overview, get some ideas, and to be able to just kind of get started right. And it's a chance to kind of then, ask some questions and see if you're on track. So as a new coach, you want to kind of just dive in. The number one thing I get asked all the time is, I don't know anything about the products. I don't know anything about the other programs. I've only done this one, or I've only seen this one, and I don't know how to post or tell people that I'm doing this. So I'm kind of nervous. Should I wait for a transformation? Should I read everything first? And the answer is just dive in, just do it. A coach is someone that is just connecting and sharing their journey. And the best coach is one that's just being real. So you don't need to be no pro at knowing all the answers to every program. That's what we're here for, and that's why we have those leveled groups. That's why we have Growing Emeralds and Digging for Diamonds and Diamonds and Star Diamonds, because you want support, and we want you to be successful every stage you're at in your business. So I'm going to actually screen share here. Let me see, entire screen. All right, that's not what I want. Sorry, hold on a second. I gotta open it up. Okay, all right. Oops, wrong one. I'm clicking on all the wrong things. So there's a chat box in the corner or the sidebar there. You can actually ask questions there, and at the end I'll go through and answer them. So let me know if you can see this screen that shows you the new coach call slideshow. So just say yes or comment something on the side there so I know that you can see it. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Okay, I can see it. All right. It might be a little blurry, so just let me know if it's not working for you. Let me go. Uh-oh. Where am I going here? Okay. All right. So new coach calls. So that's today. All right, let's go to the second one. The basic overview. So the first thing you need to do when you sign up is actually fill out the W8BEN form. If you're my personally sponsored coach, you would have received an email, and you would have had a link into a Google Doc file that would have the W8BEN form in it. But you can also actually go into the Growing Emeralds group, Digging for Diamonds group, and my personally sponsored page, and you can go into the files. It's there as well. Or you can actually go onto our training website, which I'll show you soon, and I'll show you where to find that as well. So you just need to fill it out. It's just for taxes, because when you make over $500 in the year, they actually will send you a T4. So it's really important that you fill that out, and we'll talk about taxes after. I might do actually a totally different training call with that, but basically save all of your receipts from your Shakeology programs, fitness equipment, workout clothes, your cell phone bills, what else are like major ones? Your internet bills, all those things are write-offs for your business because they contribute to you running your business. Anything that you buy for office supplies, so keep that as well. So you need to fill it out, and then you need to email it into compliance@teambeachbody.com. And if you go into the files where I have it saved, it actually will say that, and you'll see that there. So you just need to email that in. And then, they can't pay you until you have sent it in as well. So just so you know, you need to get that done. Okay, Coach Basics. So all coaches need to go through some form of Coach Basics training. Now, there's a billion different ways of doing this. So number one would be actually going on to my coach training webpage, or the Bombshell Dynasty one, which all those links are over in the description of the Growing Emeralds group. Or if you have a different upline coach that has a training website, go do that. Sometimes coaches will run live training as well. I personally do that. I here and there. So there's actually one coming up for coaches that are new, that are pushing towards Emerald and wanting that foundation. It's going to be a 10-day training pushing for Emerald. So if you're a new coach, that's a perfect place to be. That's going to be starting on April 4th. Some coaches run things monthly. Some people run things twice a month. For me, I kind of meet the need of the team, and most of the time it's self-led training, and then we have the support groups. But every now and then I have these kind of focus groups. So there is one coming up, so you can do those. But another way is to go into the Coach Basics training, which has videos, text for you to read, and call to actions at the bottom on our training page. And if you just click on the Coach Basics tab, scroll down, you'll see that there's 17 lessons there that are completely laid out for you, and it's all the videos that I watched that helped me get to where I am today. So you need to go through that. The other way of doing it would be going through the handbooks I've made. So basically what I did in the handbooks, if you're a person that likes to see visuals, likes to read, I took all of the information that I've learned and the things from other Coach Basics that I've been a part of, and I kind of compiled it into a handbook. So you can start there as well. And I am actually working on creating videos to go along with that. So there's going to be a Coach Basics playlist on my YouTube channel eventually that you actually will be able to just go through and watch. And it's going to go kind of hand in hand with those handbooks. So you'll actually have that option as well. But you need to have some form of Coach Basics training. So that's learning about posting, challenge groups, Success Club All-Star, Success Club Legend, all that kind of basic information, so you really understand the foundation of your business, so you can also then help your new coaches as you sign up coaches start as well. So that's kind of the Coach Basics. So you need to do some form of that. And again, I'll show you all that as well. And if you go into the Growing Emeralds, and if you go and click on the description of the group, or click on actually even the cover page, all of those links are there for you. All right, number 3 is letting people know that you are a coach. So for me, and I know that most of people on our team, we do kind of like public welcomes for our coaches. And the reason that I do that is because it can be really scary to say to everyone, hey, I'm now coaching, and I'm going to be flooding your Facebook with me being positive and loving health and fitness. So it can be scary to make that transition. And I find that when coaches are faced with having to do that themselves, sometimes they can get really nervous and back off and not want to do it. So instead, I kind of do the icebreaker for you. I welcome you, I make it exciting, and I'm happy to, you know, celebrate with you and get excited. So it's really important to me to do that for you and to really welcome you to the team, because we're super excited to have you and we're super excited to watch you get started. So that's the first way. So you get a public welcome from your coach. And then the next step is for you just to start diving in. As soon as your coach does that, just start, you know, sharing your journey, share what you've done, share why you're doing this, share what workouts you're doing, what you're eating, positive ideas, morning messages, anything that comes to your mind that's positive and uplifting, or something that's inspired you to start this journey, and show people that, yeah, I really am going to do this. You know, it's not just some person saying, hey, she's going to be a coach. Just go for it. Just believe in yourself, and you can do it. The next thing is how to access your online office. So if you go to www.teambeachbody.com, you actually will get to a website, and you'll have, there's a little link, or a little tab, sorry, that says coach, and you can click on there, and then it says Coach Online Office. Click there, and you'll actually be able to access your online office, and I'm going to show you that before we get off this call. Coaching code. So if you are ready to start helping people sign up as a coach, helping people get a challenge pack, helping people start with anything, a program, equipment, Shakeology, you need to go to coachingcodes.com. And they recently changed it. Before it was coachingcodes.ca was for Canada, and .com was for the US links, because if someone was buying from you from the US, they needed the US link because the US prices. But actually they have it all on one website now, so you can actually just do coachingcodes.com, and I'm going to show you that so you can see all the different ways of using it. Before, it was just solid links, and it was crazy hard to navigate and to find things you needed. Now they have it all sectioned off, which is super helpful, and you can find awesome links this way. So I will show you that as well. Actually, maybe what I will do is, before we move on, I will quickly show you those things now. Oh, All right. Share screen. All right. Okay. Tire screen. Let's do this one. Okay. All right. So if you go to, oh, it won't let me on for some reason. All right, we'll go with the other one. Oh, nothing's working for me today. Okay, my internet is not working well. All right, here, coachingcodes.ca. So you can actually see in the background, there's kind of a US flag. Before it was US straight up, so you knew it was the US website you're on. And then if you went to .ca, it was a Canadian flag, so it was really obvious. Now it's a circle, and half is US and half is actually Canadian. And you can't, like, if I'm doing this on my phone and I scroll, I actually can see the whole image. But when I'm on my computer, the image in the background just stays kind of just set there, so you can't really ever see it. If you're an old coach and you're like, okay, I don't really know how to navigate this new Coaching Codes website, you can actually watch this video right here, and it tells you how to use Coaching Codes and all the updates. So anyway, you just scroll on down here and get to this place where it says coach number. So you put your coach ID number in, which you can find in your welcome email from Beachbody or on your online office. So you put it here, put in your screen name. If you don't put your screen name in, don't worry about it. The only really link that uses the screen name is the Shakeology one. So I usually end up only just putting in my coach ID. I press click to update, so I'll put mine in here. So as soon as I do that, you'll see down here, it adds it into the link. I press click to update, so the links below are attached to my account. And then I scroll down. So kind of the main places I go to is I click on these default coaching ones. So if I click on these first 4 ones, if I wanted someone just to go to my Shakeology page, I actually would send them here. But you can see here that it says Puck Daddy. That's where my screen name would go. So if I was sending someone to the Shakeology website, I would need to make sure I have my screen name in. So I do that for that one. But I typically don't get people to go to the website because it's pretty overwhelming unless they're wanting to look at the nutrition facts, because when they click on the flavors, they can actually then look on the nutrition facts for each Shakeology flavor. But this is kind of like my main hub right here. So if someone wants to just be able to look at everything Beachbody offers through you, click on the shop one, send that one to them. Then on the left-hand side, they can see all the fitness things, all of the equipment, all of the nutrition stuff. Everything's there for them to navigate, and it will come up with all of the programs. There are all the different forms the programs are offered in, including the challenge pack. So that would be where I would send someone if they're like, oh, I just want to look at all the programs. I want to buy a program, no Shakeology, or they want to look at the boost or the 3-day refresh. That's the link I send. If someone is up in the air and they're not really deciding, or they can't really decide yet what they want to do, I say, hey, how about I become your coach and I help you get started? So I would send them this free membership, and there's no charges. It just gets it so that way you're their coach, and that way when they're excited and they just go ahead and buy a challenge pack, because sometimes people do that like in the middle of the night because they just get excited and don't wait to talk to you. That way then when they buy, it's automatically to you, because then when they message you the next day and they're like, hey, I just did it, I bought a challenge pack. But if they weren't paying attention, if they just go and buy without a link from you, they're actually going to just be assigned a coach, and then you have to go through this process to get them switched over. So to avoid that, you can always send them this free one beforehand. When I first started, I actually did that for anyone. So anybody that was in a free group, I had them sign up with me with a free membership so I could be their coach. And then that way in the future, if they were wanting to buy a program, then I was already their coach. The other thing is the club membership. So the club membership actually gives them access to Beachbody On Demand, which then allows them to try different programs. And the first month is actually free. After that, they have to pay, I believe in Canada, it's $42 for 3 months. And after the 30 days, they actually are charged right then and there the $40 or the $42. And then they have 3 months of it. They need to cancel it before the 30 days, So I usually get them to cancel around day 26. And then that way they can try different programs. So that's something people do as well. They'll run like free groups for 10 days of the club membership or Beachbody On Demand, and they'll have little like let's do 21-day fix total body today, and everyone will go on to Beachbody On Demand and try that workout for the day. So that's one way of getting people interested in a chance for them to try the program without actually buying a program. So that's one thing you can do. Also, when you are selling a program or anything else, you earn 25%, but when someone signs up with a club membership, you actually earn 50%. So that's a really helpful thing to know as well. So if someone decides, hey, like I'm not really ready to buy a program, but I want to get Beachbody On Demand because it's only $42 for 3 months, you're actually earning 50% of that. So for every person that says no to a challenge pack and gets this instead, you're actually doing pretty good. So that's another thing to think about. Now, if someone wants to become a coach, you send them the Become a Coach link. And then when I first started, I actually sent this one here that says Team Beachbody Challenge Pack. So if someone wanted to sign up for the challenge pack, that's the link I sent them. However, if you look right here below, it says challenge group landing pages. These are easier to navigate. So I actually send this one here, number 2, the choose a pack, because it takes them right to the place where they need to be able to just pick which one they want. And I like it because it's nice and concise. The link always works. So that's the one I always send. And then I send just a little spiel like step 1, click on the link. Step 2, click on the picture of 21-day fix, and then I go and I look which row it is and which column so they know exactly which one to pick. And then I say, hey, number 3, there's a white box that pops up. Make sure you click on that, and then we go from there. So that's kind of what we do is I just walk them through the steps. So that's the link I send them. Now at the end of a challenge group, I get them to enter the results. So I send this link right here, and then they can get their free t-shirt for completing that program. So that's kind of the main link. Now, since they changed this website and it's a little bit more concise, because before these links were all just listed, I actually now sometimes will go and click on challenge pack links, and I'll actually go through and send the link that they need. So these prices are the US prices, so keep that in mind. So the programs that are $160 are actually $186 here in Canada. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you click on it to look at the Canadian prices. So if someone wants, say, Turbo Jam, make sure you send the one that is Canadian if they're in Canada. So I do that, but I find that sometimes these ones don't work consistently, so I try not to use them as much because I haven't had as good of luck. So that's just things, but again, you can do what works best for you. You can see that the fitness program links are broken up, nutrition ones, everything's here for you. Just find what works best for you. For me, I like to be consistent, and I just use the default ones because they're the easiest for me. So that is coaching codes. Now, this is the Team Beachbody website that I was talking about. Beachbody On Demand is right here. That's how you can access it. As a new coach, it automatically signs you up with the club membership. So every 3 months, you'll have the $42 fee. Now, if you don't want that as a coach, you don't have to have it. You just need to go on to live chat, which I'll show you how to do, and you just need to cancel it. However, I do recommend for the first 3 months to use it and learn programs, because when I started, there was no such thing as Beachbody On Demand. So I bought like 8 programs all at once to be able to have an idea of what the heck they were. And now you have this access to just go on and try like every single program. So it's awesome. And it gives you a chance to be able to have a feel for what you like too and what your challengers might like. So I recommend keeping that at least for 3 months and going and trying them. Now here's the coach website, or coach link, sorry. Go down to Coaching Online Office. You'll see here that there's previous office view. If you click there, you can also then see an instant update of your customers. So if you have someone that buys from you and you're like, it's not showing up in my online office, I'm nervous that they didn't actually purchase, go there and click around, go through all of your customers, and you'll be able to find their name. It's all in alphabetical order, and it'll kind of ease your mind because you'll be able to see that they did in fact get their challenge back. So Coach Online Office, this is the new version that is awesome, and that's where that $15 or $18 fee comes in as a new coach. Sign in here, and it will take you to your online office. It's just being nice and slow. Okay, so it redirects you and it takes you there. You'll see now I'm signed in at the top, and it takes me here. So let's see here. All right, so kind of the main things to look at is here in the middle section, you'll have your Success Club qualifications. So you'll see your Success Club points for this month. So it's from, we reset, I believe, at 11 p.m. So on the first of the month until 11 p.m. The night of the last of the month, that's your Success Club for that month. So you can see here, and it says yes because I have achieved Success Club 5, which is the minimum that we aim for, and that's helping 3 people, and I'm currently sitting at 15. And it says no right here because my Shakeology actually comes out of my account on the 29th. So mine always says no because of my late order, which you can change what day it comes out of your account, but I have mine at the end of the month. You'll see later on that we'll talk a little bit more about leadership ladder, team volume, all this stuff. These are just kind of quick views of those things, so you can look at those there as well. Right here on the left-hand side, here's where your coach ID is, your rank. You can see your upline and your star diamond contact information here. And then down here at the bottom, you can see how many people are on your team. You can see how many people are, signed up with you this week, how many people are new in your organization. All that kind of stuff is on your left-hand side. And then the main tab that you're going to use is My Business. So this is where you're going to find your customers, your downline, your commissions, and here at the bottom is where you're going to actually put your bank information in so you can get paid on Thursdays. So that's your main hub. Now the rest of this has awesome information. Click around. There's training, there's videos, the national wake-up calls that are every Monday morning that are put on by corporate. They have top coaches from all over North America speaking on them every Monday. They're all archived in there for you to access and to learn from. Here's the breaking news. So you can click on those and find information as well. So this is kind of your online office, so to say. And then if you actually click back on teambeachbody.com and go to the main site, I should show you this before. There's right at the top, it said where you could sign in or sign out. There's a little place that says My Account. A lot of people ask me that, like, Kels, how do I change my Shakeology order day or my flavor? If you click here, it actually will let you go and do your Shakeology. So it says Shakeology reoccurring orders, and then you can actually change your flavor and your order day. So you can do all that here, and this is for your customers and you. So you can change your flavor, you can delay it for, if your customer wants to delay it for a month or whatever, you can do all that information here as well. And I should have showed you before, but sorry, when we were in the Coach Online office, if you click there and go all the way to the bottom, there's a button that says Contact Us, and you can then click on Live Chat. But you can find out how to do that in the handbook. And then you can click there and live chat with someone in Coach Relations and ask questions if you ever have any questions. So that's the website in a gist. This is my team training website. So if you were to go and type in Kelsey Baczynski into Google and go onto my actual web page, my blog, this is what it looks like. Then hover over, oh, my computer's being funny. If you hover over Become a Boss and then click on Coach Training, it will take you to my Coach Training website. A lot of coaches on our team do already have websites set up, so you can, if you're not one of my personally sponsored coaches, you can use another coach's training website, mine, whatever you want. If you literally type in Coach Basics Training or New Coach Training onto Google for Beachbody, like thousands of coaches have training websites like this that you can use, and they're all really similar, but you can use anybody's. It doesn't really matter. I have looked at 1,000 different websites. So here I have a New Coach tab, which you can then scroll down. I have a welcome message, and then You can actually see here's the W8VN form, and you can see how to set up your direct payment, about the Bombshell Dynasty. So that's like our bigger team above us, and how did our team come to be. So there's a little bit of information there for you. And here's that Coach Basics training that I was talking about. So this is where you'd want to start as a new coach. So again, I have a welcome message, and then I have all these different lessons that are laid out for you with information, videos, everything you might need to really understand every part of this business as you get going. So this is where I recommend you starting. So that is that website. All right. Okay, awesome. With Beachbody On Demand, can you use any of the programs or just, okay, good job, or good question, Maddie. You can use, so Beachbody On Demand has like every single program that's up, but they don't necessarily have every workout from that program. So like, which one? Oh gosh, what is it called? Shailene Extreme, the entire program is there for anyone. You don't have to own it. If you are on, say, 21 Day Fix, I think there's only like 2 workouts there, but say you own it. So say you own Hammer and Chisel, your whole program is also on there. So say you're, I don't know, traveling. Like when I travel, I don't take my DVDs. I just use my phone or my computer, and I just go onto Beachbody On Demand, and every program I own is on there. And I just realized for some reason my screen share is really blurry. So sorry about that, guys. I'll get that fixed for next time. So that is the cool thing about Beachbody On Demand is you kind of can try different programs, not all the workouts, but then you have at least access to try them out and different workouts from that program. But then every single program you have or you own will be on there. And they actually now have, oh gosh, I can't remember, Size, Body Beast, and another one that you can buy like electronic versions of the workout. So of that program, so like you could buy the whole program of Body Beast just on Beachbody On Demand, and the whole program will be there, but you can only access it on Beachbody On Demand. So you'd still have to pay for it every 3 months, but you wouldn't own the DVDs. But then it's like a cheaper way of buying it, I guess. So there is that option, and eventually they're going to have lots of the programs like that on there as well. And Beachbody On Demand also has like Beachbody On Demand exclusive programs. So Jericho and Joel have some workouts they're putting up there. The pregnancy, like the postpartum workouts from Autumn Calabrese are on there, and those are not available in DVD form. They are only Beachbody On Demand exclusive workouts. So those are there. And Autumn Calabrese and her brother, who is a professional chef, they actually are going to be starting a cooking series that's going to be like a TV show on Beachbody On Demand. And sorry, so much information. There's going to be like a live TV show on Beachbody On Demand, and it's going to be like a competition to figure out who the next trainer is going to be with Beachbody and who's going to be making the new programs. So that's something cool because we get to actually like watch and try and vote on who's going to be the next trainer. So that's going to be cool as well. So Beachbody On Demand is like a whole different world that I definitely recommend you guys checking out. So that way you can see if it's something for you. All right, so that is those things. All right, so let me go back to my slideshow so I can get back to where I was. All right, I'm going to screenshot this, I think. Let's see here. Screen share. All right. Let's try this out. All right. Okay. I am going to see if I can present this. All right. So sorry if it's still blurry. Success Club. So a lot of people ask me this question as a new coach. How do you know how many things, like what they're worth when it comes up as SC points, Success Club points? So every challenge pack, so a challenge pack is with the fitness program and the Shakeology. There's also a challenge pack for 3-day refresh and Shakeology that's available in Canada. Those are worth 2 Success Club points. So every time you have someone that purchases a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. Whenever someone buys Shakeology on its own, so they actually like just go and buy Shakeology for the first time, and they get it on monthly order, you get 1 Success Club point. So that's really important to know, because some people will see people getting like Success Club 5, like directly 5, and they're like, well, how did that happen? But it's because they've sold 2 challenge packs and 1 monthly Shakeology, a brand new monthly Shakeology. So that's how that happens. Most of the time, people just end up selling challenge packs. So most people will be at Success Club 6 or 8 or 10, but every now and then you'll see that odd number, and it's because they've sold Shakeology monthly. So that is where that comes from. Okay, Success Club. So how do I hit Success Club? This is kind of like the main thing that I get asked all the time. So the first thing you need to do, this is the most important thing I can tell you, and I can't stress it enough. You need to share your journey, whether you're struggling, you're having success, whatever it is, and you need to share it every single day. And you'll hear some coaches will say, just like, if you're having a bad day and you're rushed, even if it's like 8 o'clock at night and you haven't posted, just post. Just be present, get on there, be consistent, show them that you're going to show up every day. It doesn't need to be about Beachbody every time. In fact, it shouldn't be. What I do is I have 5 topics. Beachbody is just one of them. And then what I focus on is family, friends, my dog, traveling, and personal development, because that's been a huge thing for me. So that's what I've been really, really focusing on as a new coach. Holy smokes, my Facebook is going crazy. All right, so that's what I really, really like to focus on, because people need to see that you're real. People need to see that you can be relatable, and they don't want to just be spammed with, you know, your fitness and your food and your shakes. They want to be able to connect with you. The whole point of posting is actually to connect with people, build trust, and build relationships so you can really work with them. So that is why you're going to be posting every day. So it's different things. You'll see some days I actually will make a comment about my challenge group with a picture of me and my dog, or I'll talk about coaching and it'll be a picture of me just holding my shake. And I won't mention my shake, but it's in the picture. It's all about getting people to be comfortable with what you love, what you're doing, and what you have to offer them, and sharing your journey and what you do. So 3 to 5 times a day is what I did as a new coach, and I did every single day for an entire year. Now that I'm a full-time coach, yeah, you'll see me some days be like crazy town, posting like 20 times a day. It's not necessary. 3 to 5 is awesome. That is exactly what you need to do. And don't ever think that, you know, someone that's posting 10 times a day is going to be more successful because they post more. It's not true. If you're being consistent and showing up and you're building those connections and you're actively looking for new ideas, or, you know, going onto YouTube and typing in what to post about as a Beachbody coach and things like that, and finding your groove and just being you, you will see success. Okay, so sharing your journey and connecting with people will help you hit Success Club, because people need to relate to you and they need to trust you. Number 2 is add 5 new friends a day. And I said here, it's geared to your avatar, and actually the team call at 8 o'clock tonight, so in like 30 minutes, is gonna be all about how to set up your avatar and what that really means. So your avatar is kind of like, who's your customer, who's your ideal person, and it's actually like who you're speaking to, because often we get caught up and we start thinking that we need to market to everyone, and that's not the truth at all. You need to market and you need to connect with the people just like you, because when I was trying to do everyone, I was overwhelmed, my Facebook was all over the place, and I actually struggled to hit Success Club. But the months where I'm really true to who I am, and I'm really focused on my avatar or the person that's just like me, that's when I see success. That's when I hit Success Club. That's when I hit Success Club, you know, 10 and beyond. So that's really, really important. Number 3 is building relationships with your followers. So like their posts, comment, talk to them, build a relationship based on them, their interests, the things that they're sharing, the things that they love. Because in the end, we're a relationships company. We're not about pushing product. You know, if you build relationships with people, you will see success in your business, because it is all about helping people love themselves, and have the confidence to step outside of their comfort zone and do something that's good for them and their health and their future. So in order for them to do that, they need to trust you, which means you need a relationship with them. So if you are someone that's like, I'm just going to sell challenge packs, that's not going to happen for you. Or if it does, it's not going to happen long term, because this business is really, really based on connections with people. So put time into people. You can see I put into the Growing Emeralds group, I believe. I'll look again, I can repost it. I made a video about how I use Streak to track who I'm connecting with, because before I was trying to do it on a piece of paper and it got overwhelming. So I add 5 new friends a day. I like, I comment, I talk to them. And then what I do is I publicly invite to my challenge group. I use pictures I've made, pictures of me working out that say, join me in a challenge group. And I invite them publicly. Do I often get lots of likes on them? No, often I get 0 likes on them. And if I do, it's coaches that are liking it. But it plants the seed, and that's the most important part. You need to plant those seeds. You need to get people seeing that you do this, that you are doing what you say that you're doing. So you need to do that. You need to talk about your challenge group. So even if you haven't ran one, you need to be talking about ones you've been in or ones you've seen, or say, hey, right now I'm checking in my coaches, and I really see how like awesome these girls are doing, and I'm so pumped for them, and I can't wait to do it with my girls next month. Talk about them. Let people know that this is real. This is something they can be a part of. So that's part of being public, inviting them, letting them know that they can join it, that it's something that they can do too. And then privately invite. And that's when once we've had those conversations with people and built relationships, then we can say, hey, I have this challenge group coming up in 3 weeks. It's a 21-day fixed challenge group, and I thought maybe you want to join. Is that something you'd be interested in? And you can ask them, because you already have a relationship with them. So that's kind of like a different step. And I can share the video again of how that works. It's called the funnel process. So I will share that in the Growing Emeralds group as well. And lastly, that's track your business. And that's how I use Streak, because I can clearly see in Streak who I've talked to, and I will repost that video so you can see that. Hitting Success Club 5. Okay, so if you hit Success Club 5 in the first 3 months of your business, so in every month, so 5 in every single month, you'll earn a call with a CEO, and you'll earn a free ticket to the next Summit event. So if you were to do that right now, you would actually earn a ticket to Summit in 2017, which I believe is going to be in like Dallas or somewhere else. They're going to announce that while we're at Summit in July in Nashville. So that's exciting, because the Summit ticket, the early bird is $125, but a full ticket, it's a $400 value. So that's really exciting if you can earn that ticket as well and join us, because it's a lot of fun. Lastly, becoming a Success Club All-Star. So that is when you hit Success Club 5 or 10 for 12 months in a row. And when you hit it for 24 months in a row, then you become an All-Star Legend. And that's when you get to start having a little bit of benefits, like registering for Success Club trips and stuff earlier than everybody else and things like that. So when you're hitting Success Club every month, you're just one step closer to those goals and getting that recognition at Summit, getting that recognition to your name when corporate starts to contact you, and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's really important. I just want to go back. I forgot to tell you my tips. So my tips for you as a new coach is make your Facebook public. You can on each post, you have the access to be able to decide who gets to view your posts. So if there's something that you just want your family and friends to see, what I've done is I've gone and taken all my close friends and family and put them into a list. You can put people into lists, and then I only let my list see those posts. So you can do that, and then everything else is public. And the reason being is, say if I go and I click on Maddie's photo and I like it, and her Facebook's public, now my entire friends list is going to see that I liked it. So if Maddie's posts are public and her friends are liking it, now all of their friends are going to see it in the timeline that their friend liked it, and they're more likely to click on it because their friend liked it. So it starts to get eyes on your things. Also, when you're adding people, if it's a closed profile and they don't know you, they're gonna be like, I don't know this person, and they're gonna report you for adding you and not knowing you. But if they it's public, and they go and they see what you're all about, they see that you're positive, you're uplifting, you're real, you're a real person, then they're gonna add you. They're gonna be wondering, what the heck, like, why is this person adding me, and why are they so darn happy? And they're gonna add you. And then the next thing is, have a welcome message attached to your profile picture in your cover. So if you go click on mine, you'll see that there's a welcome message. So that way, when someone new adds you, they can click there and actually learn all about you. Because think about, when someone adds you, what's the first thing you do? You go and click on their profile to like snoop through, because you're wondering who the heck they are. And you click on it and you see this message and you're like, oh, okay, well, I get it now. So that really, really helps. And it's helped me have less people decline my friend requests. The next tip I would like to really reinforce is, when someone goes on their phone, and if they are on their phone and they do 3 finger swipes, they should be able to see that you're a coach, that you run challenge groups, and that they could do these things too. And then lastly, be you. So I'm just going to go back to the thing here and see if you have any questions. Okay. All right. As I'm signed up as a coach now, do I have Beachbody on Demand, or is that something I still need to pay for? Not sign up for it when. Oh, Melinda. Okay. So Melinda, when you signed up, it automatically signed up. So you would still be in your free session, I believe. So if you don't want it, you just need to go into the Coach Online office and scroll all the way to the bottom, and right at the very bottom, it says contact us. Click there and then go to live chat, and you can find out if you have it or not, and then you can either cancel it there or you can keep it. But I do recommend going on and looking through it first. If you post about challenge groups that you plan on running and get no one to sign up, how do you deal with that and not lose credibility? Great question. Okay, so what I do is I've had that happen before, where I've only had like 1 person sign up. What I do is, I actually then will like throw in, I'll like message a bunch of old challengers and invite them to join, or I've added in like family and then had them join, and then I act as like a super challenger in it, and I just give that one person the best experience ever, and I treat them like I'm a one-on-one coach. And when it comes to credibility, what I do is, if I have no one that signs up, because like 1 month I hit Success Club 10, but I actually had 5 people buy challenge packs that had been in challenge groups before, so it wasn't anybody new. And they were already in a different challenge group with me, so I didn't really have anybody new for my new challenge group. What I do is, I just keep posting. Post as if you're being successful, right? So people don't know if you have 20 people, 50 people, or 5 people in your challenge group, and it really doesn't matter, because regardless, you're helping people. So what I do is, if I have no one that joins in, what I do is then I just ask people if they want to join for free, and I use Beachbody on Demand. So I just get people in there a different way, and I just talk about how awesome it is to see people starting on their journey. So even if they're doing different workout programs or they're doing whatever, I just get them into this group and I get started. So I don't know if that really helps, but what I do is I just really focus on talking about the changes that people are making, and focus on really helping them to believe in themselves, if that makes sense. And I really focus on helping them get started. So if that's through Beachbody on Demand, them to get the shakes and then do a workout program they already own, or whatever it might be, that's kind of the things I may do to help with that. Personally, I would I've run training calls where 0 people show up, and I still do the call, right? Because if I'm gonna be a top coach, then I need to get in the habit of doing those things. So when I've had sneak peeks and 0 people have joined, I still post in that sneak peek every single day. And I lead with the expectation of myself running those things all the time. Just because no one shows up doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it, because that's part of my behaviors, and that's part of me growing my team and growing my business. So that's what I do, is I always, even if I plan it, I'm doing it whether people are there or not. If no one would have showed up tonight, this call still would have happened. I still would have done it. So I'm not sure if that helps. And then, if I do a call or do something and no one shows up, I still post about it and say, hey, tonight was an awesome night. I got to share my passion. I got to make a video, and I talk about it as if I did it, because I did do it. And it doesn't matter if no one shows up. I'm doing it, and I'm putting it out there to the world that I'm showing up. I'm being accountable, and I believe in myself. And when you believe in yourself, people begin to believe in themselves too. Is it recommended to have 2 Facebook profiles, one for personal, one for more towards the business side? No. So actually, it's kind of interesting. So 7% of your Facebook friends will see your Facebook, and the rest won't. That's why we have to post so much, because just because I post at 12 o'clock, I have 2,775 friends. If 7% of those people see my Facebook at 12 o'clock, guaranteed they're not going to see my post at 3, 5, or 7. Some other 7% are going to see it. And thus they're actively searching me out. So when it comes to personal versus business, I just really focus on sharing, I share my personal side, but I'm never a person to really share like personal information on Facebook. Like if I was in a fight with my mom or something, right? Like I don't do that, and I never did normally. So for me, they've never really crossed. I suppose if that was a part of you, you might want 2 separate ones, but I definitely would say use your personal one, because you want to connect with your friends, and they're your warm market. They're the people that already know you and have that relationship with you. So share what you're doing. You're not going to be posting stock photos of product, because we don't do that. We share our journey. We share why we're doing it. We share what we're doing, but we never are going to put like a poster that says sale, because that's just not what we're about. We're about helping people. So your friends and family should never feel like you're some kind of salesperson, and we don't just add people into like sales groups or anything like that, because we want people to want it. We want people to want to feel healthy and to feel inspired enough to go and do those things that are good for themselves. So I use my personal one, and most of the top coaches use their personal Facebook as a place where they run their business. Lots of them have been really focusing on having like pages. So that's something else. Like I have a like page that I've been working on growing. So that way eventually I can reach a different market. But right now I'm going to focus on my personal one, because that's where I have my warm market, and that's where I can really connect with people. So no, I wouldn't get a personal Facebook and a business one. If you're wanting to, and you're wanting to like eventually one day be able to like have a personal Facebook, I would start a like page. And literally what I do is whatever I post into my personal one, I also post onto a like page. So that way eventually, if I wanted to, I could just move over there and I would have content there as well. But most coaches will tell you not to start a like page until you're a diamond coach, because when you first start, you're going to be wanting to reach out to the people that you will warm market with, and using your personal Facebook is the best way to do that. Am I on the wait list for this year's summit? Do spots generally open? Oh, you're on the wait list. That's cool. I love that. Heidi, yeah. So spots for summit this year actually do open up sometimes around right now. They reopen up, like they save some spots right for the end. So that could actually happen, and that would be really awesome if you could go. And if you want, I can actually post into the Bombshell Dynasty Diamonds page and see if anybody has tickets for sale. That's good to know. So yeah, I will find out. Okay, let me see. We're running out of time here. Challenge groups. Okay, so kind of the thing I want to go through with challenge groups is just start running them. There's no right way or wrong way. When I started, I literally took Morgan's posts and I copy and paste them for like my first 2 or 3 challenge groups, because I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never been in a challenge group, and I just used hers, and then I just acted as a challenger in it, because that's basically what you are. You're a challenger, but you're posting every day. You're just running it. So that would be the first thing to do. Just dive in. Just do it. It's scary only if you wait and make it into something scary. Dive in. Show your followers that you're really doing this, and you can do it. And then over time, you're going to grow the way you run these challenge groups like 1,000 times. I've changed mine so many times, it's hard even to keep up. So number one mistake when coaches, when they wait. So if you wait too long, it gets hard to start running challenge groups. Lots of coaches though will be discount coaches for 2 years, and then they're like, okay, yep, I'm all in. I'm going to do this, and they start running challenge groups. As soon as you commit and you're making it really public and you're posting every day, that's when people will say, okay, she's serious. And just start running those challenge groups. Post about them, run them. Get friends in there. If someone has a challenge group event or a challenge pack already, and they know you and they want to do it with you, let them join just to start getting your name out there, so they can tell their friends and family that they can join you as well. All right, so the first thing I would do is set up a group. So if you are setting up your group, and in order to set up a Facebook group, you need to add someone at the same time. If you need to, just add me, and then once you have challengers in it, just kick me out of it or leave me, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then that way you can get your group set up. Because I like to set up my group before I start adding people, so they get added into something that looks like, okay, I'm a part of something. So that's one way, is Facebook groups, or using the Beachbody Challenge Tracker app, which is set up basically like a Facebook group. So you can use either one, whatever works best for you. And then you can then publicly invite, privately invite to your challenge groups, and then add people into your challenge groups once they purchase their challenge pack. That is so important. Don't ever add someone to a challenge group before they purchase it, because that will, for some reason, when people get added in before they commit, they often won't commit. They'll just kind of disappear. They're called ghost challengers. So always, get excited with them, be pumped with them. Say, I'm so excited for you to start. I cannot wait for you to order your program. And as soon as you do, let me know and I'll add you in the group. We're going to be so excited to have you in here. That's what I do. And it really pumps them up. It makes them excited. It makes it a fun thing to start and do. And then start running your groups. Some coaches run their challenge groups for 60 days, 90 days, 30 days, 21 days. I've done them all. I find though that 21 days, or actually 28 days, works best. So a week of pre-start so they can learn about their program, and then 21 days of working out. And that way it's kind of a short term, so they can think, okay, I can work out for 21 days. I can do this. That's not even a month. So they do it. Whereas if it's 30 days of workouts, some people, if they're new to it, they're like, that's a long time. That's like a whole month. I don't know if I can do this a whole month. But then for some reason, when it's 21 days, they're like, 3 weeks, I can do this. And then they get to 3 weeks and they're like, can I do another one? Can I join a different group? So that works best. Keep them motivated. Keep them in new monthly groups. Keep them in, or put them into a big fit community after, like I do. Whatever you want. And just keep their passion for it excited and uplifted, and make them believe in themselves. And people believe in themselves when they're looking at a short term. So that really works. How to run challenge groups. If you actually go into the Growing Emeralds group, click on files, and then click on coach handbooks, then click on the link that says how to run a challenge group. All of my old templates, new templates, and free groups are all there. So you can literally use my posts if you want to. Lastly is posting. So my tips are never use a stock photo. So don't use something that you found on Google of 21 Day Fix. Don't do that. You won't get a sale from that. And if you do, that's amazing. But it doesn't give the right image. It's not going to build relationships. People won't trust you. They need to see you doing it. They need to see your messages. They need to see what you're thinking. That's how you build relationships, and that's how you're going to connect with people, and that's how you're really going to help people. The only time you can Google anything and use it is if you go and you Google transformations, because Beachbody puts those out and it is proof of the product, so you can definitely use that. Use pictures of you, your life, your home, your workouts. Write how you speak. So I always imagine that I'm writing how I would speak to my best friend. So I really like to put my personality out there. And in most cases, that means a lot of spelling mistakes and poor grammar, because I'm all over the place. I speak so fast sometimes I trip on my own words, and I don't ever proofread anything, which I should do more of. But for me, it's all about making sure that I'm being me. Post 3 to 5 times a day always, and create an avatar so you know who you're posting to. And lastly, going Emerald. So that's your next step. That's kind of where you're going to focus on. So that's getting 2 coaches underneath you. And it's about digging deeper. So you need to know for yourself, are you in this to just run challenge groups for accountability? Awesome. Then focus on running challenge groups. If you want to build a business and you're wanting to have financial freedom and you want to pay off debt and you want to travel more, you want to be able to work full-time from home or bring your husband home too, or be your own boss, whatever it might be, you need to really think about those things and say, okay, if I do want those things, then I need to talk to my coach and tell them my goals. So that way my business goals, my business actions align with those goals. And then that would mean going emerald, going diamond, building a team, and helping people. And then how you post and what you post about will reflect that as well. And then that's where I come in and help you get started with that. So as a new coach, I want you to really think about that. Where are you going with this? What is your long-term goal? What is on your dream board? So that's kind of my last thing to you. And I'm actually going to post these slides to you so that way you can look at these better, since for some reason it's not showing up very well in this screen share. So I hope that helps. We're running out of time. We actually have the call after, so that way you can learn more about the avatar. So yes, I will share these screens into the Growing Emeralds. I'll post those other videos, and that way you have access to them. So if you hop on over to the team call, you'll be able to join me in 3 minutes. So I hope this helps. I'm excited to start with you. The Growing Emeralds group is for you to, like, any question you have, like all these questions were awesome. Whenever something comes up, just post them into the Growing Emeralds group and I will answer you as quickly as possible, whether that is me making a video for you, sharing a different video that's helped me, answering it, whatever it might be, I will be there for you. So where's the team call? Great question. I am going to go into the big team page right now and I'm going to comment on it so that way you can find the link, and maybe I'll actually copy and paste in here. Let me see. Here it is. All right, so this actually automatically saves, so you can come back and listen to this anytime you want. And then I have it just saved on my YouTube as well. So here we go. Let's see here. All right, so that's where I'm going to head over. That call should be a little bit shorter. You're going to want to get a pen and paper because we're actually going to write out some stuff in that one. And then you can ask questions. So if you have questions from this call, you can ask in that one too. So I will see you over there in a couple minutes. Bye, guys.